Hello, you lovely people, and welcome to this Sunday night where I am here in Mindanao. And I'd just like to talk about the advantages of being an older father. Now, there are many advantages in my opinion because I've got two adult sons in the UK, and when I had them, um, I was working all the time, constantly working. So I didn't really get to spend that much time with them. And time goes by so very quickly. And before you know it, they're 5 years old, they're 10 years old, 15, 20. And you think, what did you do with them? With your kids, what time did you actually spend, quality time did you actually spend with with your children? Well, when I was back in the UK, I was working all the time, which most fathers are, and sometimes mothers are as well. They also work as well in this day and age because two salaries is better than one, and things are so damned expensive. Um, in the West, that we need um, two salaries. So the advantages of being an older father, I think, is spending more quality time, with your family. And I spend a lot of time with my son, and it shows, because everywhere I go, he's like my tail, as my wife calls him. He's like your tail. He's always there. He's behind me. He's in front of me. He's at the side of me. Always with me all the time. And I think it's great. Um, you know, Taking him out fishing, which I haven't done that yet, but that's going to be my next thing. Is taking him out fishing, and we're going to go to a fish pan to give him the opportunity to actually catch a fish, just to get his interest burning, like mine. Mine's been burned since I was a child. And these times that you have is very important. I think it's very important in a child's life, whether it's a boy or a girl, for the father to be a big part of their life. You know, I have a lot of students, older students as well, my age and a little bit younger, I suppose, and some older as well, incidentally. But some of the mothers have said to me when we've been having classes, we get to know each other quite well because the class has gone for quite some time, months and things like that. And they say the fathers never have a lot of time for the kids because they're working all the time, They might not get home until late and the child's in bed. And of course, when the child gets up in the morning, father might be having his breakfast very quickly. He's got like a schedule to keep. He's gone. So the child doesn't really see that much of the fathers. Now, in my opinion, being an older father has really got its benefits for me because I'm spending so much time with my son. And incidentally, back in the UK, older fathers now is really on the rise. Don't know why. I don't know why. And there's a scientific research done. It's not just me saying this. And it said that older fathers make better fathers. One, because they are perhaps financially, grounded. And the second is they tend to stay in the house more. When they finish work, perhaps, they make the time. When we're younger, I mean, I did it as well, being a younger father. I would finish work sometimes, and it would be 7, 8 o'clock by the time I was getting back into the town in which I lived in with the commuting. And I'd pop in the pub for a pint just to unwind. So I never really spent that much quality time, with my two sons in England. And looking back and reflecting over that, I don't want that to happen with my child now. And that's why I spend as much time as I can. I've got no option because everywhere I go, he's there, which is great. I don't mind that whatsoever. And, also being an old father, we're more mature as well. Like our minds is more mature. We think of more logical things perhaps, instead of, oh, I think I'll go out with my friends this weekend and things like that. Well, I do sometimes, but not that often. I don't do it that often. Maybe once every 2 or 3 months I'll go out with my friends here. And they are all Filipino, incidentally. And, you know, we have a few beers. That's tuko. No, it's not a tuko. What do you call them? Oh, I can't remember what you call them now. It's not a tuko. It's the other small lizard. And you might be able to see one crawl behind me at some point, because there is many in here. So, you know, and today, you know, we went to my wife's family. They're in Dipolog. And, you know, he's getting to know his cousins and things like this, and his family over there. And he loves going there now. And it's just a good family bonding time. And I think family bonding is one of the most important things that we can have in life. Friends come and go, you know, they come and go. And the older you get, the less friends you actually have. Because the older we get, things change. Things change dramatically. You know, your friends change, especially when you leave the country, you know, in the country in which you come from. You know, the time that you had with your friends when you were there, well, you know, that time gets less and less and less of talk time because you're not there. So then, you know, then what have you got? You know, when you do leave, your country, you've got, you know, your family here, and you've got to spend as much time as you can. You know, and some might say, yes, but being an old father when your son is, you know, 20 years old, you know, like sort of, I'll be 69. No, I'll be older than that. I'll be, 69, yeah. So, but that's still young. You know, in today's, you know, modern world in which we live in longer anyway. We live in much longer. And I feel fit, you know, I keep myself fit. My little boy keeps me fit. Believe me, I'm running all over the place after, Dad, do this, Dad, do that, do this with me, do that with me. It's given me a new lease of life, guys, you know. And I see many foreigners here, older than me, a lot older than me, you know, with kids. It's up to them. You know, here it's acceptable. It's acceptable. I think in the UK it's becoming more acceptable as well, actually. I think the days when people would frown if you were 50 years old and, you know, you had a child, I think those days is kind of dwindling away. You know, we are living in a much more modern society now, and things are much more acceptable. So being an older father to me it's brilliant, guys. You know, it really is. And this is just my personal thing on it, you know. And there'll be a lot of, you know, expats who'll be watching this channel, I expect, and they've probably got kids themselves, whether they are younger than me, or the same age, or older than me. And perhaps, you know, you can actually, you know, give your take on it in the comments. I might get some shitty comments as well. I always get shitty comments now. The more subscribers you get, the more views you get. And the more views you get, the more chance of getting a shitty comment. Well, I'm used to it now, you know, I'm used to it. It doesn't really bother me anymore, guys. So, I mean, if you want to leave me a shitty comment, yeah, do it. You know, we're all entitled to these comments and things like that. It doesn't bother me, though. It's water off a duck's back. Because I'm still living happily here, you know, regardless of what you say. Regardless. So, yeah, being an older father, I love it. I love it. You know, I just wish I'd come here earlier. Because I was divorced for 23 years, 21 years, or not, I can't remember. It's a long time anyway. I just wish I'd come here earlier. I wish I took an early retirement earlier, and I'd have spent more of my time here enjoying myself rather than being back in the UK and not enjoying myself. So that's one kind of a regret that I've got, is not coming here earlier in my life. You know, maybe 3 or 4 years earlier. But, you know, we all have regrets, and we all have, you know, the things that we should have done. But I'm here now, got a lovely family. My wife wants another child as well. you know, and I've been saying, no, but that's me being selfish, right? You know, you never know. You know, I've said no, but you never know. I wasn't expecting Caleb, and he come along, and my goodness, is the best thing that's happened to me. You know, the best thing that's happened to me. That's it, guys. Really, I just thought I'd just say that. It's just a quick video. I'm sat here Sunday night, and I'm just thinking, my little boy's in bed now. He's full of snot, and my little boy, when he gets the slightest bit sick, oh God, he's a drama. He's a drama. So he keeps waking up like this, you know, we're not crying, but just snot. He's a drama, my little boy, for sure. So I just thought I'd say, you know, it was just on my mind, you know. So I just thought I would just get it out there. And so guys, listen, in the Philippines, it doesn't matter what age you are when you have a child. Providing you're not too old, you know, and you can't get about and you can't walk and you can't do anything with your children, that's a little bit different. But I'm still very active, very, very active. And my little boy is going to be a much better fisherman than I am. I tell you that. You know, I took him once. I wasn't fishing, but we went to the breakwater. And there's like a few of my friends there. They were fishing, and they were catching some little small fish. And my little boy he was in his hand. Dad, look, Dad, look. And he wasn't scared of touching them or anything like that. And he didn't want to go home. He wanted to stay and watch this guy fishing and catching little fish. And it really put like a lump in my throat. I was thinking, great. At least you're not scared. At least you're, Dad, can we go home? I don't like this. I don't like this. No, he wasn't. He was the opposite. He wanted to stay there, and he was touching the fish, and he was doing this and doing that. Brilliant. So my little boy, and he's got a great life here. Back in the UK, he wouldn't be in touch with nature at all. He would be sat indoors on a computer or something like that, watching this or watching that. Here, the only time he ever goes on like a computer is when he's learning his ABCs. And he knows most of his ABCs already. And he's just turned 3. He counts, he knows his colours. He's talking brilliantly, absolutely brilliantly. So he's very forward for his age as well. He's very bright. I think he takes after his mum. And also, being in touch with nature, he loves that. He loves going running around, and he's this and that, and he's getting the fresh air. He's meeting lots of other little lads who's doing the same thing. He's loving it, and he's so sociable. My boy is so sociable with, with the kids, and he's very generous, and he's not greedy. He will share what he has. He shares his toys and this, that, and the other. Brilliant, guys. That's all I want to say anyway. So I'll end it, really. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe again. And not again, please subscribe. You can't subscribe again, can you? Unless you've unsubscribed, then you can subscribe again. But thank you, guys. Listen, share the video, like it, and hit that notification bell. Thank you guys very much for taking the time to listen to me. Thank you. Take good care. God bless.